We had someone reach out to us asking for help on their use case for specifically extracting information from a website, a streaming website called Twitch. And I thought it would be a great opportunity to record a quick tutorial on how to prompt AI agents, or specifically how to prompt WorkBeaver to help achieve this. So to start, we'll go into create a new task, and I'm going to use the describe your task option. In here, we have a couple of tools available to us to craft the best prompt. The first tool is here. We have a documentation on all of the actions that the AI agent can do. Most things can be done more efficiently than a human. And so we've built and continue to add every week new actions that the agent can perform. For this particular use case, we're going to use two in particular: the extract information action, where the AI agent can scrape a web page, or in fact, any application or program. So if you have, for example, your own proprietary software that you use, again, WorkBeaver can interact with not just your browser, but applications directly on your computer too, which our competitors at the moment can't. Then we're also going to use the edit spreadsheet data. Instead of having WorkBeaver go through every cell and edit every cell value individually, it's a lot more efficient just to do it all in one go. So it will be able to do that. Keep in mind, you do not need to do any special integrations for the AI agent to use these actions. You know, they just work out the box. So the other thing we're going to need to do and make sure we pay special attention to is for the applications. In this case, I'm only going to use Google Chrome because I'm going to use Google Sheets inside of Google Chrome to paste the extracted information into. But if you're using Excel, for example, as an app, you would also have to select it here. And for this particular use case, I don't need to give WorkBeaver access to any particular folders. Again, the AI agent can only access the applications and the folders that you give it explicit access to. That's one of the safety systems and features that we built. So the general workflow for creating the best prompts is to start as a high-level description of what you want the AI agent to do, and then let it try to do it on its own. Supervise it while it's performing, whatever actions it thinks it needs to do, and then correct its behavior for all of the mistakes that it might make, or do things a different way than what you expect it to. A really good way to think about it is, if you had a coworker sitting next to you, how would you describe your task to that coworker? So the same thing applies here. So I'm just going to quickly start by asking WorkBeaver to switch to Google Chrome. Specifically, I'm going to have these two tabs open at the start. So I'm going to have the Valorant page, and I'm going to have the empty new Google Sheet. So I'm going to ask it to start by switching to the Chrome tab for the website. And I'm going to use the extract information for the first time in this prompt to get the links to access the pages for those. In this case, I'm just going to do the top 5 streamers. But again, the power of agentic AI is you're not limited by APIs. You can ask it to do whatever you want. So if I only wanted, for example, to scrape information from streamers who have over 1,000 viewers, and they only speak English, and they're wearing an orange shirt or whatever, right? Like, again, because you have full access, because the agent has full access to your computer as you do, it has the same thinking capabilities as ChatGPT, for example. So you can ask it to do really special things to fit exactly what you're looking for. But for this, demonstration, I'm just going to keep it simple. Cool. Then I'm gonna ask it to open up each streamer in a new tab. And then for each streamer, I'm going to, again, use the extract information for the second time. So by using specific vocabulary, again, and we have examples for all of these, by using specific words, you are hinting to the agent, hey, maybe you should use this action because it's going to be more efficient or resilient. So for the second time this, I'm going to ask it to use the extract information action. And I'm going to, I don't know, ask for their name, a description maybe. And for this particular request's use case, they specifically were looking for the email address of the streamer so they can reach out to them for business purposes. So I'm also going to look for that. Cool. Not all streamers obviously have their information available, and different streamers have it on different parts of their page. So, you know, again, that's the power of agentic AI. It's very resilient. It's able to adapt on the fly and find information if it's there. So once done for all the streamers, I'm going to ask it to then switch to the tab, which was, I think, untitled spreadsheet. And again, so this is where I'm going to use the edit spreadsheet action by mentioning those keywords in the prompt to put, for example, into column A, we can put the names of the streamers. Column B, we can put the description. And for column C, we can put the email if it's available. Or we could ask it, for example, to put NA if not available. So again, the power of ChatGPT with the ability to control your entire computer, yeah, that's the way you really need to think about it. Cool. All right. So once done. So this is where it's good to not just tell for example, the AI agent how to do something or how to start a task, but also how can it verify once it's done. So again, the same way if you were teaching your coworker how to do a task, they would need to know how do they know when the task is finished. And the same thing is true for AI agents. Again, you really need to think of them as like these coworkers who will do whatever you ask them to do, but you need to teach it to them, you need to explain it to them. So in this case, I'm going to tell it that it can confirm if it's done by like knowing the spreadsheet has been edited. Cool. All right. And that should be it. Now, we've got this prompt assist feature here, which can help by giving you suggestions. The same way your colleague might ask you questions about how to do the task. Likewise, the AI agent reads your prompt already here in the task editor. It tries to simulate what could go wrong, what points it might not be confident on what it needs to do next, and then asks you questions accordingly. For this particular demo, I don't need to do anything here. But again, we will start at a high level and then we will observe the behavior of the AI agent and then see if it works correctly. So we can start and run the task. All right, perfect. So it's extracted all the information. I'm not too happy that it's left the tabs open, but we can fix that later. And now it's going to try to input and correctly format, and there it is. All of the information into the spreadsheet. And it's correctly identified it's done and finished. So one of the things I wasn't too happy about is it's left all these tabs open, which I would need to close manually. But that's perfect to demonstrate the other feature we have, which is in the activity feed, we have given you full access to the entire thinking of the AI agent model. That means we can go through and exactly understand through the whole process what went wrong, what went right, and more importantly, how can we fix it? So in this case, I can see that it had some trouble here opening up for some reason, the new tabs, but we can understand why. So explainability is really important. Part of prompting will be to fix what didn't work the way you needed it to. It's not going to be always successful on the first time, but that's why we've given you the tools here to help you craft the perfect personal customized prompt. So the only change I would make to this is asking it that after it's done with every streamer, once done for all streamers, close all the tabs for the Twitch streamers. Cool. And just like that, it's perfectly extracted the information I needed and correctly formatted and pasted it into the spreadsheet. So just for this simple demo, we're done.